see from the title, today we're getting into some spooky territory. I turned off the lights and put on the blinds. I don't know if this is too dark. Let me know what you think, and I might change it if you don't like it. Also find this really cool trigger. Let me know if you like it, but the main topic of today is we're getting into some spooky territory because spooky season is approaching, so I'm going to be reading some of the most common or popular folklore. Okay, so without further ado, sit back, relax and enjoy. If you see me looking a lot to the side, I'm looking at my notes. Okay, so let's start with the Kraken. The Kraken, the Kraken, the Kraken. The Kraken is a sea monster that originates from Scandinavian folklore. Folklore. It's often described as a massive octopus, or squid-like creature that is so large that can wrap its tentacles around boats and entire ships and drag them beneath the sea. So the Kraken wraps his tentacles around the boats and drags them beneath the seas. It originated from the 12th to 13th century, I believe, with early mentions in Norse stories. The Kraken was said to be as big as an island and very aggressive and would attack ships and cause giant whirlpools, which were dangerous to the seamen. It sounded really bad. To the men of the sea. So the Kraken was so big it would wrap its tentacles around boats, and drag them beneath the sea, and it would also cause whirlpools. There has been some examples of krakens in pop culture. I think the one you might know the most is in the movies of Pirates of the Caribbean. So that's my mini storytelling of the Kraken. I can definitely go in more detail in each story. If you guys want me to, just let me know in the comments. Let's go with another very popular folklore. This is she was actually known as Bloody Mary because she was executing an ungodly amount of Protestants. Um, it said that the alcoholic drink with like vodka and tomato is also called Bloody Mary because it resembles the amount of blood she spilled. That might be a little bit of a stretch for me. I don't know. Another theory as to how Bloody Mary might be OH burned for practicing magic, because we know back in the day women were called witches for anything, or a spirit of a woman looking for revenge, much like La Llorona. So next, we have another woman, another woman. This woman is La Llorona. La Llorona, La Llorona, La Llorona, La Llorona. La Llorona is Spanish for, so it can either mean a cry baby or weeping woman. So obviously, with the context, we know it means the weeping woman. But yes, a fun fact, it can also mean cry baby. So La Llorona, weeping, tears from crying, tears, tears. La Llorona, or the Weeping Woman, is a famous ghost from Mexican and Latin American folklore. So I think it's just Spanish speaking folklore in general. There are a lot of versions of how she came to be, but all the versions basically say that she was a beautiful woman who fell in love with a man, and they had beautiful baby kids. They had beautiful baby kids. The man then betrayed her. The man betrayed her, and in her rage, she killed her children. As she was in a psychotic state. She killed her kids as she was in a psychotic state. After realizing what she had done, she took her own life. Well, something important that I forgot to mention. I'm sorry. So, the way she killed her kids, she drowned her kids in a lake. Then she drowned herself. And obviously, she was rejected from heaven after she had killed her children, and she was forced to wander in and around the lake where she had murdered her children, where she would be searching for their souls for the rest of her life. Well, afterlife, the rest of her afterlife. She wanders around lakes at nights crying, "Oh, mis hijos," which basically means, "Oh, my kids, oh, my children." So if you ever want to go to a Latin American or Spanish lake at night, which I obviously don't recommend you to do, because of the huge footprints it used to leave. It walks upright like a human, so basically like a massive gorilla or a monkey. So no one really knows about the origins of Bigfoot. We do know that the sightings did begin around 1950s when people started, like loads and loads of people were reporting sightings and taking pictures and even films. But obviously we know in 1950 the camera quality isn't great, so who knows what they were seeing. I feel like the lighting is a bit too dark. Should I just stay in this side or move here? Since it's spooky, I feel like the theme should be dark, but I don't need to be too dark. Like this. Like this. What do you think? So next, we are gonna be talking about the Yeti. The Yeti. How do you say it? Do you say Yeti? Do you say Yeti? Yeti or Yeti? Yeti. The Yeti. Sorry. So we're gonna be talking about the Yeti. In my opinion, the Yeti is like a glorified Bigfoot. It's like Bigfoot, yes, on the Himalayas, you know. The Yeti. So the Yeti is also called the abominable snowman. Abominable. That's such a mouthful. When I say it with me, say it. Abominable. I look so scary right now. Like I can't even see my eyes. I look like I'm gonna hunt you. Like, damn, they look scary. Yeah. The abominable snowman. So, like Bigfoot, the Yeti is an ape-like creature that lives in the Himalayan mountains. Again, like the Bigfoot, it's described as a tall, hairy, human-shaped being that walks upright, unlike the Bigfoot just roams around. Any similarities here? I'm joking. So that's about it, really. Like, I would tell you the whole lore, but it's basically the same as Bigfoot, just in the snow. If you do want like a more in detail definition or description, let me know. I'll do it for you, my love. But that's all I have to say about it for now. Our final popular folklore of today: Loch Ness Monster. Loch. It's Loch or Loch? Loch or Loch? Loch Ness Monster. Nessie. And so this isn't like a really popular fact, but like obviously I was born in Spain, so we know her as El Monstruo del Lago Ness, which means the monster of the lake Ness. I don't know why, I just assumed it was something that was, you know, in Spain, or from Spanish speaking cultures, especially because here it's called Loch, and like you'd think it'd be called Lake Ness, and I feel like Lago Ness just rolls better off the tongue. Anyways, I'm just rambling. Yes, the Loch Ness Monster, sometimes called Nessie as an affectionate nickname, is dinosaurs, something similar, is often described as being 40 feet long with dark and smooth skin. I think I've used that very popular image of Nessie where she's rising above the water and you can just see her figure, like you can just see her in her neck, and it kind of looks like this, you know, like this. She kind of became popular in the 1930s when a local Scottish newspaper published the sighting of a dragon dinosaur-like creature. The famous photograph I described will most likely show up when you search for the Loch Ness Monster, although it was revealed to be a fake, but I didn't say that. So, Nessie as the color Scotland is also